Hi friends, once again I'm there with you. First, I'm going to read out the names of 20 soldiers who died on the line of duty, who sacrificed their lives for the country. The names are Colonel Santosh Babu, Rajesh Orang, सुभाष हवलदार के पलानी, सिपाही अंकुश ठाकुर, सिपाही कुंदन कुमार ओझा, नायब सूबेदार नंदूराम सोरेन, नायब सूबेदार मनदीप सिंह, हवलदार सुनील कुमार, हवलदार विपुल रॉय, नायब सूबेदार सतनाम सिंह, नायक दीपक कुमार, सिपाही गणेश ओझा, सिपाही चंद्रकांत प्रधान, सिपाही गुरबिंदर, सिपाही गुरतेज सिंह, सिपाही चंदन कुमार, सिपाही कुंदन कुमार, सिपाही अमन कुमार, सिपाही जय किशोर सिंह एंड सिपाही गणेश हंसदा. We pay our tribute to all the soldiers who are no more there with us. Their families are there in deep sorrow. So I want to convey that your sons are there in the heaven, and we will never forget their sacrifice. But what happening now after their sacrifice for the nation? Yesterday, Prime Minister, during all party meeting to discuss the Chinese incursion or Chinese occupation of Indian territory, told to the nation that no territory has been occupied by anyone. If no territory has been occupied by anyone, for what all this standoff, all these talks going on? For what we are sloganing boycott made in China? For what people of India demanding to cancel the contracts given to Chinese company? For what government asks BSNL to not use Chinese made equipments for its 4G upgradation? For what railway cancelled 471 crore tender given to a Chinese company for supply of spares and parts for manufacturing of coach? So Prime Minister blatantly lied to the nation. This is not the first time. He is habitual. He is a habitual liar. And what prevented him in saying China? He has not even said that China has not occupied any Indian territory. Does he fear? What kind of personal chemistry? All these years he was talking about Chinese president. That is the cost India is paying for his personal chemistry. That Prime Minister says that no one has occupied Indian territory. Do we expect such a statement from our Prime Minister? Or even can we call him the Prime Minister who is gifting Ganwan Valley and our claim in Pyongyang Lake to Chinese. Several defense experts and the satellite images clearly shows that Chinese armies have occupied 7 square kilometers in Galwan Valley. Their tents, their vehicles can be seen. In Pyongyang Lake, earlier Indian Army used to patrol till finger 8. Now the Chinese Army have captured till finger 4. And they are constructing the road. And Prime Minister says that not a single inch territory has been occupied by anyone. Does he not undermine the sacrifice of 20 Indian soldiers? Does he not undermine agony among Indians? Does he not undermine the sorrow of families who lost their brave sons? We never expected. You just remember a statement or speeches given by Prime Minister before 2014 elections. And just compare his actions, his words now. It's a case of sedition. It's a case of national treason. When Chinese army are very much there on Indian soil, the Prime Minister claimed that not a single inch soil has been occupied by anyone. So the Prime Minister of India says what Chinese are claiming. He is the Prime Minister of India or he is the Prime Minister of China? Prime Minister Narendra Modi should answer. And after this statement, how the Indian Army and diplomats are going to talk about Chinese incursion with China. It's a national shame. It's a national disaster. National disaster for our pride. You see the election rallies of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He blamed Pandit Nehru for Chinese occupation of Aksai Chin. But in 1962 we fought a war. We fought a war and we lost. But now, without fighting a war, we lost our 20 soldiers. We lost our soil. This is the 56-inch chest. What Prime Minister Modi claimed in 2014 election rally. We cannot allow this nonsense anymore. And we people of India urge Indian Army that you kill Chinese soldier, as many you can kill without fighting a war, using the same tactics what Chinese followed. And don't accept the Chinese claim. Otherwise, it's going to be in the practice at different border point, and we will lose more territories in the future. Now we come to bail given by Delhi High Court to former DSP of Jammu Kashmir Police Devinder Singh, who was caught carrying terrorist on the way to Delhi before Delhi election, and it was alleged that it was planned by political class, and Delhi police could not file charge sheet in 90 days, for which the Delhi High Court given the bail to ex-police officer who was caught transporting terrorist. We have several laws. We have PSA, Public Safety Act, which can be imposed on a person, and we can keep 2 years behind jail without any trial, which has been imposed on ex-CM of Jammu and Kashmir, Umar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti. And Mehbooba Mufti is still in jail. So why the government did not impose PSA on Devinder Singh, who was transporting terrorists to Delhi? Does government hiding anything, or does government saving Devinder Singh, who himself is a terrorist? I read out some names: Safura Jargar, Kafil Khan, Sudha Bhardwaj, Anand Teltumbare, Gautam Lakha, Sanjeev Bhatt, several others. All are behind jail. Most of them without trial. And Sanjeev Bhatt was convicted in a fake trial, in a fake case. If these activists who were writing against Modi government, or who were opposing Modi government, can be kept in jail without any trial, why not Devinder Singh, who was carrying terrorists to Delhi? So terrorists can explode bombs before Delhi election to blow the sentiment of nationalism, which could favor BJP. You cannot think, or you cannot imagine in what kind of democracy we are living, or how our national interest have been undermined in Modi government. See internally what's happening. We suffer corona. We suffer bad economy. And externally, we suffer Chinese incursion. Killing of 20 Indian soldiers by Chinese army. Killing of soldiers by Pakistani army in cross-border firing. killing of Indian farmer by Nepalese army, and political leadership could not address all these problems. The present government, Modi government, has sole agenda to win the election, to put money in the wallet of its corporate friends. The common man, the people of India, the sovereignty, economy, all are not in the agenda of Modi government. It's fooling for last 6 years, giving beautiful jumlas. अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, अब की बार मोदी सरकार, farmers income will be doubled in 2022. Several jumlas. And you see the reality where we are today. So we have to stand up. We have to stand up against the Modi government. We have to protest on social media, on the street, wherever possible. And opposition has the huge responsibility to throw out Modi government, because the things are out of control now, and democracy cannot be kept in peril for such a longer time. Thanks for watching.